Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs Creative Space. I'm Lori and today we're going to work on the Collage Weekly Assignments, Volume 4, Week 5, or as I've been calling it, the Collage Challenge from Margarete Miller. Get started on our project today, see what we need. Let's see. Okay, a sewing item. So I did use a piece of really old, fragile, I think it's probably an embroidery pattern, the iron-on type, for the background this week. So we didn't start with that white blank page that bugs me so much. So a sewing item, that can be one. I also have this absolutely, I think, adorable little girl, and she's sewing. She's got her needle and her thread and her sewing basket and her yarn there. Something your state or country is known for. My state is known for the saguaro cactus, since I live in the state of Arizona. An item representing a childhood memory. This is a carnation. Really strong memories of carnations at my aunt and uncle's house. Something ornate. I have a couple choices for something ornate. First I thought a crown jewels. Then I found this really cool piece of lace that is ornate. Something that starts with an L. Lighthouse. I love lighthouses. I have two versions of the same one. This is the Gadrivi Lighthouse, which is near Gwythian in Cornwall, UK. Something pink. A couple choices for something pink as well. These bright pink flowers. I have this pretty pink ribbon. So let's get started and see what we can come up with. Hope everyone's doing well today and having a good day, and hopefully having some time to do something creative. Okay, so we've got our sewing item. So we have this little girl. Something your state or country is known for. The saguaro. I think I want the saguaro up there. Little girl here. Item representing the childhood memory. Carnations. It's really funny. I don't often find carnations that have the same scent that they did when I was a girl. Usually now they don't have a very strong scent. When I find them, but if I find one that smells like a carnation, it will just take me right back to my my Aunt Lily's house when I was a little girl, because my Uncle Charlie grew them in his yard, and her house often was filled with carnations in little glass jars that they used to get pimento cheese in. So she'd have them sitting along the windowsills and around in the living room, and it's a wonderful memory, wonderful scent. Okay, something ornate. I have lots of big pieces this week, so we may end up going with the crown. I think I want the more vivid of these two lighthouses. Set that over there. Okay, well, let's see what we can trim down. Try and this one is the circle. I don't. Let me get my scraps basket here. I don't always cut the best circles, but hopefully you'll forgive me if this one is a bit wonky. And I may need to trim her out of her circle so that we can see some more of our other large items that I have this time. This image came from the New York Public Library digital site, like so many of my things. I think everything except for the background paper came from the New York Public Library site. Yeah, let's give her a bit more of a trim, and then I don't have to worry about my wonky circle. Scrap basket back. I love collage. I love the act of gluing pieces of paper to other pieces of paper, or sometimes other things to paper. But searching for the items for the challenge is also a really fun part of the process. Maybe there. We have to trim our saguaro as well. Okay. So definitely our carnation will need to be trimmed. I guess I should just leave this basket here until I get done trimming, huh? I'll give this a quick little fussy cut around. I don't think I need that little bit there. Such pretty flowers, carnations. Of course, I'd be pretty hard pressed to find flowers that I don't think are pretty. I love flowers, and as you become more familiar with me and my work, I think you'll see flowers in just about everything. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to put Gadrivi? Let's try trimming off the label. Such a contrast to this lighthouse, and I call Gwythian and this area of Cornwall my happy place. We've been fortunate enough to visit there a couple of times, 3 times, and it's where my dad's family is from. Not exactly this part, but very close to here, and the cousins that we see there live very near this, and it's a big part of their family history, their immediate family history, so it's a very special place in my heart. My sweet cousin Elaine, when she talks to her grandsons, she calls that Nanny's candlestick, and I think my cousin Graham's mom also had a similar designation for it, so it's really a big part of their family history and their family life in the present, which is, I think, really cool. I think I may have mentioned before that I am still completely amazed that my dad's dad managed to get my Grandma Minnie, his wife, to move back to Arizona after they were back in Cornwall during the First World War, because the climate is nothing at all the same. It's very cool and damp in Cornwall, and beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Arizona's beautiful too, but it's so hot and dry, and we're far from the ocean, and you're never far from the ocean when you're in Cornwall. I love the ocean. An item representing a childhood memory. All these things represent some sort of memories for me, I guess. I love lace and old embroidery and things that are handmade. My Auntie Lily, the lady with the carnations, had the patience, bless her heart, to teach me to embroider when I was I think I was probably about 9, and my mother and my grandmother had attempted to teach me to crochet, and that didn't turn out well. So Auntie decided she would teach me. I probably asked her to teach me how to embroider, and I had the patience to do that, because when you embroider, you don't have to count. If you crochet or knit, you have to count, so you have to pay a lot of attention to that detail. And I was not very good at that. Let's see. Let's cut the crown out and see if we like that better. A bit of auditioning of our pieces here today. I would have loved to have found a crown that was really lots of bright colors and all of the gemstones showing, but since these are vintage images in the public domain, they don't, they're usually much more muted or subdued in their colors. Let's see. Well, don't know. Well, let's see. Take this out just for a minute. I still have this, and I love this. This is actually part of a menu, and that's got a pretty pink flower in it. Let's see. Tuck this in here. This down here, maybe. Turn this a little more this way. It doesn't have to be directly. My little girl down here. Oh, I don't think so. We'll just try again. We'll just turn everything upside down and see if I like it better. We'll do this here. Do the lighthouse down here. I hope that's all on screen. I think in some of my past videos I've been a little low on the screen. Let's see. There's our little girl here. Let's see here. There. It just looks a bit jumbly, doesn't it? Just a bit jumbly. Okay. Well, let's try the fancy pink ribbon and see if it fits better than the. Let me do this quick, and then I'll trim it up. Oh, you can see I'm still using those scissors that I always say I'm going to trade out. I never think about it until I'm doing my video. And say I would write myself a note, but then I would gather it all up when I clean up my stuff for my videos, and then I wouldn't remember it anyway. I'll just have to practice and get better with these scissors, I guess. Let's see if I do better if I cut right in front of me rather than off to the side. Oh, we've had a few days of rain, but that's done now, and it's warming up again. It was warm enough in here I had to turn the fan on for a little while, and so I don't think my kitty Debbie will be making an appearance. She came in and heard the fan and got up and looked at the fan on the table and said, "Nope, I don't like that," and off she went. I don't think she'll come back today. My boys, Sid and Bunty, are curled up downstairs in the sun in my husband's recliner. Although I imagine by the time I get back downstairs, they will have moved into mine. They hear my feet on the stairs, and I think they make their move. Okay, let's see. If I take that out. Okay, right. Kind of start again, don't we? Got this down here. fancy piece of lace there. Lighthouse here. Our little girl there. There. That there. I know. Let's make the lighthouse not quite so square. Let's trim some of that off and a little of the true to my usual. I'd rather have a torn edge than a straight edge. Let's see. Now let's try that. Tear off a bit of the island here at the bottom. We had quite a storm in Cornwall last week, and my cousin was telling me that likely the waves would have been crashing up the backside of the lighthouse, but unfortunately, by the time I got a chance to check the webcam, it was already dark, so I missed I could see some of the white caps, but I couldn't see how it was impacting the lighthouse. They do have some really wild storms in that part of the world. So different than everything I'm used to, since, you know, I live in the desert and we don't have a lot of water around here. It's everything just seems very placed. Let's use this. Those as anchors. How's that down there? And then the lighthouse up here. Put my little girl right there. My carnation here. I want to cover up that cute little sewing basket that she's got. And then, how's that? Oh, excuse me. Get a quick drink of water. Felt the cough. Felt that cough coming on. Well, nope, I can't say I love this either. Gosh, sorry guys, I'm going to have you here all day because I can't make up my mind. Okay. If I put that up a little bit higher, because I don't think I've tried that. Oh, so sorry. Had the cough anyway. I apologize for that. Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right, time to make up my mind and move along, because now that I've started to cough, I'm probably going to keep doing it. I'm sorry. Sorry to say. Let's see. Want everything to be touching so that nothing's floating out on its own there. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Make sure I got everything on here. Sewing item, a saguaro cactus for the state of Arizona. The carnation, my memory, something ornate, something that starts with L, something pink, and we have a little space. Toss the crown in here too. I just don't like that in there. Okay, this is what we're gonna go with. Not one of my most favorites that I've done so far, but I do love all the elements. I just not enjoying the end result, but I think it's time for me to move on. I've been procrastinating making this video all day, and I came up and was all ready to get started, and I remembered 3 things I needed to do, so I went to do those, and then I got all ready to do my video, and I moved my chair and knocked my glass of water over, which had a lid on it, but it still spilled all over the floor, so I had to clean that up. And so sometimes things just don't go to plan. Carnation stem should go under the lighthouse. Our little sewing girl glued down. Here. Trying to cover up this hole that I left here. But at least it's the background paper and not a blank page, so I guess it's okay even if I don't cover it up. Let's see. Oops. A piece of my fussy cut that I didn't quite get cut away there. Here. I still think our crown should be here somewhere. No. Okay. I'm gonna call that good then. This is the Margarete Miller Challenge Week 5 in the books. Once more, a sewing item, something your state or country is known for, childhood memory, something ornate, something that starts with L, and the bonus item is pink. So here we go. That's it for this time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.